Hello everyone, welcome back. Today we are going to be graphing linear functions in slope-intercept form. So slope-intercept form, that just means y equals mx plus b form. So in slope-intercept form, there's two main numbers that we care about. There's the slope and there's also the y-intercept. So the slope is always the number here that is right beside x. This is our slope. And then the number that is not multiplied by x, the number added or subtracted, is called the y-intercept. So we're actually first going to plot the y-intercept. So y-intercept is 6. So that means we're going to go 6 up on our y-axis. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So right there is 6. I'm also going to label my graph. I'm not necessarily going to label every tick mark, but I'm going to label this so we can clearly see that that point I just drew there was 6. The next thing we need to do is we need to use the slope to find our second point, because the y-intercept only tells us one point on the graph. So the slope here in this case is 5. And what does the slope mean? The slope is rise over run, right? So slope equals rise over run. And in this case, the slope is 5. And so 5 is the same thing as 5 over 1, right? Any number over 1 is just the same as that number. So therefore, in this case, the rise is 5 and the run is 1. So therefore, we're going to go up 5 and over 1. Now that would kind of go outside our graph. So we can also go down 5 and to the left 1. It doesn't matter as long as we stay consistent. That's the important part. So for example, we could draw our next point up 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and over 1 like that, although that would go off the graph, so I'm not going to do that. I'm going to draw it, I'm going to go 5 down, so down to 1, and then over to the left by 1 this way. Because notice, this way from one point to the next, either way, we still have this main property that we go to the right 1, and up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to get to the next point is the idea. So if we check and make sure that that is done correctly, then we're good to go. Now I'm just going to draw a line between my points like that. Oh, I was not using my straight line tool. Let's try that again. There we go. And of course, on a paper, we'd use a ruler, but if we're not, we can use like a straight line tool, something like that, to show this line. And that is how we would graph this line. All right, let's do 3 more examples. This next one is y equals negative 3x minus 7. So first things first, what is our y-intercept? Our y-intercept is negative 7. So therefore, my first point I'm going to draw is going to be negative 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 right there. And I will label my graph negative 2, negative 4, negative 6 like that. And then what was our slope? Our slope is negative 3. So that means that to get from one point to the next, we have to go down 3 and over 1, right? Because again, slope is equal to rise over run. In this case, that's negative 3 over 1. So that means that the rise is negative 3 and the run is 1. Now in this case, same thing, we'll go off the grid if we do 1, 2, 3 down and over 1 like that. So instead, I'm just going to go the opposite direction and draw my next point here, right? Because the key thing is to go from, if we're going from left to right, to go from one point to the next, we go down 3, 1, 2, 3 down, and over 1. And then down 3 again, over 1 again, and so on. We keep doing that because the line has a consistent slope all throughout it. And so yeah, so let's draw our line. Oh, and I once again forgot to use the tool. There we go. That's a bit better. All right, let's try this one. So first of all, what is our slope? And our y-intercept, our slope is -1/2. And our y-intercept is 4. So first thing I'm going to do here is I'm going to draw my first point at 4, like that. And then we have -1/2. So we're going to go down 1 and over 2, right? Rise is -1, run is 2. So down 1 and over 2 would be right here. And then same thing, down 1 over 2 for the rest of this. And then we're just going to draw some arrows. And there we go. All right, and the last one. Here we have a slope of 4/7. And a y-intercept of -2. So my first point is going to be right there at -2. Then I'm going to consider my slope is 4/7, right? So that means we're going to go up 4 and to the right 7. So up 1, 2, 3, 4, and to the right 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, right there. And then I'm going to draw a line between the points. Oh, it's not quite good. It's a bit better. There we go.